Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Road to Glory career mode episode today. And we've got a few things that I want to do right now and here. But first, what we are going to do is we're going to go into game against Watford, get this game out the way, and then we're going to focus on something. Obviously, last episode I talked about the fact that they could leave for free in regards to Mitchell van Bergen and Darfalou because they're currently yet to sign new deals at the club. Now, I know they can't leave in January because they are under the age of 23, so no clubs can actually sign them on a pre-contract, but they could leave at the end of the season should we not re-sign them up, you know what I mean? So that's what I was getting at when I said that title. But regardless, I was supposed to leave you guys a poll about Sergio Ramos. That poll is going to be today. So top right side of this video, there should be a little poll that you guys can vote on in regards to should we keep Sergio Ramos or not. It's entirely up to you guys. I forgot to put it on the last video. I will not forget to put it in this one. If I do, you guys can rinse me in the comment section. But there was actually a comment who came from Ahmed, and he said that we could actually sack one of our youth scouts to allow us some money in to be able to re-sign those contracts should we need them. The only issue with that is that I'm not entirely sure how much we'll get back for sacking them, as they are not that great in terms of their experience and judgment. But I don't want to have to do that. That would be like the last resort. I'm more hoping somebody will leave between now and the end of the January transfer window. Whether or not that's going to actually happen, we'll wait and see. The problem for this game, though, is as you can see right here, everybody is kind of not great in terms of their fitness. So we're going to have to make quite a few changes here, which isn't ideal when you consider that the team itself is quite strapped at the minute. So it looks like Andre Dozzel might make his first appearance for the club. Josh Time is going to start at left back, Max Jackson at right back. I think we're okay playing Darfalou and Ramos in the centre areas, and we should be okay in that regard with McNamee as well. Other than that, though, I'm going to have to do that and change the side around slightly to make sure we have fresh legs out there. Could even argue I should put Gale in, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to leave it the same. Slider settings as well will also be left the same for now until I decide that it's either too easy or too hard. Now, I know a few of you guys in the comment section were saying, can we put the sliders back because it's not entertaining watching us lose games. But at the minute, I'm trying to find that middle ground, you know, where it's not too hard, not too difficult, and it'll be like kind of still entertaining in terms of good games to watch. Now, I know I didn't play great FIFA last episode 2. I completely own up to that. I was appalling last episode, let's just say that. So I'm hoping today is going to be different. And also I'm going to obviously swap around the Watford side. So I'm going to do that right now. And I'll be back in a second. Which actually there isn't a lot I can swap out to make them better. As you can see, they are struggling in terms of quality themselves. So yeah, there isn't much I can do to switch around that Watford side to make it too much better. That is going to be the side they go with though. And we, of course, are going with our usual suspects, barring the ones I had to swap out because of the fitness issue. Hoping for a win in this first game, though. Get ourselves off to good standing. And then maybe one or two of the players who got transfer listed will leave the club. And that way, we'll get some money in to be able to free up the funds to re-sign Van Bergen and Darfalou on longer contracts. Without further ado, though, game number 1 is coming upon you guys. Can't wait to see how we're going to play. And we are at home for this as well in Blundell Park. Ramos captain in the side, leads us out. You saw it before we came into this. We have the best home record currently in the Premier League. 11 games, 10 wins, 1 single defeat. Yet to draw a Premier League game here at home. Let's hope we don't start today. We do not want that happening. So it's the first start as well for Dozzel, who's in that centre mid position today. We'll see how he's going to play. Ultimately, though, we've got to rely on our usual in the form of WOHOO and a couple of other people. I mean, that's not a great pass to get started, was it, from Max Jackson? Not played that much Premier League football recently, as already we're on the back foot here, but we do pretty well to get out. Ooh, time and beaten by Hughes. Darfalou, not where I wanted that header to go. I mean, I was aiming the other way, and he kind of jumped at it really weird and put it out for a corner. It's moments like that that I question him sometimes. It's not the first time he's done it either. And that is a... Oh, dear me. How has that actually gone in? I'm looking at this right now, guys, and I don't know how we've lost this 50-50 here. Who is it? It's Robert. I don't know who scored for Watford. Yeah, it's kind of like... And then McNamee's save is abysmal, to put it lightly. But we're 1-0 down after 18 minutes. Minamino with a finish. Well, got to fight back then, haven't we? But I don't understand how we even conceded that. And it comes from Darfalou heading the ball out on a corner, which I didn't tell him to head it that way. So, kind of frustrating in that regard. Can't even get the space to find a shot either on any occasion here as we find Cox inside Watford's area. Ethan Cox now going to get the shot away. Blocked. Get up for the header. Please win it. No, of course we lose it. WOHOO. Cox. Van Bergen making a run. If Cox can find him, he can. Mitchell van Bergen's in. Mitchell van Bergen to finish it. He's offside, though. Won't count. It will not count. Grimsby 0, Watford 1 still at here at 37 minutes. And I want to see how close this is. Cox is ball through. Van Bergen finishes it off, but how close is he? I mean, yeah, he's offside. Is what it is. Unfortunate, but we've shown we can create the chance. We just need to do that a little bit quickly next time, or quicker next time, I should say. And not be offside, and we'll be able to get ourselves back in this game. No worries at all about creating chances, especially when you consider the fact that we are actually on top here. I know the scoreline doesn't say that, and immediately as we say that, they're in a chance again, and Dafflu comes over to block. We have been on top in this first half. One chance for Watford, they took it. Other than that, we've had a lot of possession, trying to break them down, which I've been unable to do apart from that one chance there with Van Bergen, as they're going to get into our box, put the cross in. Easy for that. It's easy for McNamee, but yeah. Half-time whistle goes. It is 1-0 at the break. Obviously, the home fans not too happy with this result, which we've tried our hardest to get ourselves back in the game. It doesn't help when you've got the game scheduled like we have, and you're having to play, you know, weaker sort of people in the side. I would love to make a couple of changes, but it's where do I even change things? Because no matter what I do here, we're going to be in a situation where players are going to have to come on and won't quite be fully fit. I think I just bring on Kubo for Cox, because Cox is doing nothing again. And maybe Robert. So change to our entire front three. So Kubo, Gale, Janssen on. Whether or not that's going to make much of a difference, we'll find out in the second half. But other than really that Mitchell Van Bergen chance, we've been able to break them down. Peterson looking towards Janssen, the substitute. Fresh legs off the bench, and this is exactly what we needed. As Janssen carries it forward in towards the penalty area. Still Ronnie Janssen. Can't get the shot away. The last man of Watford steps in and just takes the ball off him like it's so easy. Why? Why was he waiting so long there to really do anything? Kubo brings the ball under control. We'll find Gale. This is much better from us, though, in the second half. As Dwight Gale cuts inside and looks for one in the top corner. Narrowly wide of that corner as well. Much better start to the second half from us. Janssen, Max Jackson, lovely football again. Jackson's delivery comes all the way through to Gale. Headers on target and headers in the back of the net. Dwight Gale again comes up with the goods when we need him. Max Jackson's delivery. Grimsby 1, Watford 1. Come on, boys. Dwight Gale scored a banger against Man City last episode, and he's back in the goals today. Lovely football from us down this right-hand side. Jackson's delivery. Gale gets there with a header. I think I timed it actually okay as well. Into that bottom corner. Fantastic header from Dwight Gale, but we can't let it go now. We've been a lot better this second half than we finished the first. Being able to break them down, controlled all of the play. I just do not want them to have that one opportunity and score it. Got flashbacks of Everton at the beginning of the season all over again in this game. And for those of you who can't remember what happened against Everton, we had something like 9 shots on target against them. Well, not on target, in total, and I think 6 of those were on target. And we ended up conceding 3 shots, and they scored all 3. So that's what I meant when I said flashbacks of Everton. Don't want to see it again here, but we're doing much, much better this second half. I'm so glad with the way we're playing. As Dozzel's going to find time, and look at the space on this left-hand side now. Dwight Gale it is over on the left. It's not exactly the same way we want it, but Gale cuts inside and finds a pass through. No, he doesn't. Where was that pass going? Both of the players ran away from the ball instead of... I don't know what happened there. Janssen goes over and does okay, though, to put the ball out of play. That was really strange. No. That ball has just not worked out. That ball has just not worked out. Oh, my goodness me. Max Jackson, what a touch. What a touch from Max Jackson. Possibly just saved us a goal there. I mean, I can't believe that actually nearly worked out for them. What happened there then? One pass and it just basically went all the way through us. Dwight Gale on the inside towards Weah. Weah, that's a poor pass off from Gale, actually, because... nearly gave it straight back to Watford. Since going back in the game at 1-1, we've struggled to get really on the ball in this particular time. And Kubo's poor pass there gives the ball away. And we're back to how we were in that first half then. Giving the ball away sloppily and giving Watford a couple of chances to get in behind us. Max Jackson, great tackle. I believe that's my ball as well as it touched him on the way through. Yep, thank you very much, ref. Dozzel's ball. Gale to chase. Gale on the floor. How is Dwight Gale losing that foot race, boys and girls? Dwight Gale is... actually pretty quick for what it is, and that header's been won by them. And Max Jackson takes a touch I did not tell him to do, and Will Hughes will shoot and finish for Watford. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Max Jackson takes a touch I did not tell him to do, leads to Will Hughes, and of course, first time on the half volley. Does he finish it? You bet your bottom dollar he does, right in that top corner. Absolute bull. I have every right to be salty as well, because I tell you what right now, we do not deserve that. We do not deserve that. Being as much in the game as they have. Dominated this second half. My question is, what on earth is Max Jackson doing here? Like I said, this is not a touch I'm telling him to do. Look where I'm aiming this, right? I tell him to head the ball out. Here you go. Max, where are you putting it? Not there. Anywhere but where I've just told you to put it. Like, Jesus Christ, Max. Hold on a minute. Why is Dozzle stepping back? For crying out loud. At times, this game really is abysmal. 2-1 defeat to Watford in game 1. And I can't believe that we've actually just lost that game. Like, on a serious note, if we'd have lost it to them breaking us down, like, really well, I wouldn't even be bothered. But the reason I'm so salty is that touch from Max Jackson, which he isn't instructed to do. And then the first time half volley finish from Will Hughes, like, it's so simple. Oh, I know I've got the slider settings up, obviously, so they're going to score goals like that. But at the same time, it is frustrating when it happens. 2-1 defeat. Miraculously as well, even with that defeat, we're still 10 clear. I don't know what happened between Liverpool's game, but at this current time, it looks like we are still in the good running. So they must have, yeah, they drew. They drew with Man City 2-2. So at the minute, we're still 10 points clear with 15 games to play. Not sure if I'm going to keep the shooting error all the way that we have got it down for the AI because, like I said, it's annoying conceding from nearly every shot. A lot of deals going through this window. At the minute, we're still in the same position we were, needing someone to leave the club in order to free up funds to be able to make the signing of the new contract. So we've got 10 hours in the window. We await to see if anybody makes a move. Well, at the minute, there are moves being making. But one is a loan offer for Remy Canio, or Ramiro Canio, I should say. Why do I keep calling Remy Canio? I suppose he is Remy, isn't he? Ramiro, Remy, yeah. Anyway, at the minute, we're still waiting this deal to go through. See, another loan offer. It seems like we don't actually get transfer offers, though. So it might be the case we have to sack one of our scouts in order to allow us the availability to make those contracts. Interesting. Tim Weah wanted by PSG. The side we purchased him from originally want him back. Now, the board are telling me I can offer or I can ask for anywhere in the region of 49.7 and 33.9. So based on that alone, I'm going to negotiate this. And I'm going to say to them, I want at least 40. 40 million would give us enough money to re-sign Darfalou, Van Bergen, and probably get like a top-tier striker. So I'm going to counter this. And PSG have certainly got the money. In fact, because I also don't really want to lose him, I'm going to say 42. If by some miracle they match it, yeah, 28.8, not a chance. That's nowhere near the price. You're still under the market they said. They said we could ask for at least 32, so that's still underneath it. 40 million. Ooh, 35. Oh, dear me. I know that if he goes as well, some of you guys are going to be upset. But this is big money we're talking about here. This is really, really big money we're talking about. 38.5. Well, you went up to 35, but you wouldn't meet 38.5. What? I don't know. That was ridiculous from PSG. 6 hours left in the window. Another offer, this time for Donald McNamee. 19.7 from Ajax for the young Ireland goalkeeper. Again, I don't want to sell, but if they will give me a stupid fee, I might be open to the possibility. I'm just so good at rhyming there recently. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, again, it's a good offer from them originally in. But I don't particularly want to sell him. So it's going to have to be a lot better than that. 38, yeah, there we go. Thought so. So, it seems like the only offers we're going to get in this window then were for the big name players that we had, and we couldn't negotiate terms with any of the clubs. We were looking at PSG trying to take Weah away for around 40 million. And then, of course, Ajax for Donald McNamee, and they couldn't match our current fee. So, at the minute, no extra funds. But I have just realised that when we get to the back end of the season, we will get a load of money in for competing in the Premier League. So, worst case scenario, actually, we can just wait until then to re-sign the contracts of Darfalou and, of course, Van Bergen. So, I'm not too worried at this point. So, I've moved the shutter of the CPU back to default at 50, but every other slider setting has remained the same. So, again, they should still create chances, just not score ridiculous goals like Will Hughes just did against us to win the game. Because I'm not going to lie, that made me very, very salty without sounding harsh. Right, what was I going to say now? Well, we're into another game, back-to-back home games against Wolves. We've just been given some funding in for finishing in the 4th round of the FA Cup, where we were knocked out, obviously, last episode by West Ham. So we've got a little bit of money in, but it's not enough to sign deals. So we're going to have to wait again. But we are back, hopefully, to our full-strength side today, without having to play any city players in there. So Guendouzi back into centre mid instead of Dozzle. Got Cox coming out because he was garbage last game. Dwight Gale, I'm going to have to put him in because you know what? He scored goals recently. So Van Bergen's coming off to the bench because Dwight Gale deserves a start, especially in this game. I feel like he's got goals in him against Wolves. We're still waiting on the return of Alenia. When he gets back, we will be back to our proper lineup. Jackson, get out, Jackson. I think, like I said, that might be the last time he features for us in this team. I can't see him coming back in unless for like injury or anything like that. Because simply put, he's just garbage when he plays Premier League football. He was great in the lower leagues. He like I said, he had the likes of Bayern Munich wanting him. He had the likes of, I think Barcelona might have been in there at one point. He had big name teams really wanting to take him, but the problem was, back then, he was in a league where he was actually being able to compete. The Premier League is a totally different kettle of fish, and Sukasev's really making a name for himself here, so we can't warrant taking him out the side. And I just remembered, I didn't swap around the Wolves team. For crying out loud, DJ. Wolves semi-bossing it right now. They're in 6th place, so they're actually having a good season. A win could take them into the top 4 as well. Fair play to them. They've probably got a decent side then, even without me having to change it around. We're back to our full-strength lineup, but what are the sides actually going to look like is the question. Player to watch, Shane McNeil in there. Joint top with Eden Hazard on goal scored for the season. Takefusa Kubo as well in there with 10. So remember, last game against Watford, until we brought on Kubo, we actually were without the players who scored 21 goals combined in the Premier League this season for us. Kubo and McNeil have scored 21 just between the two of them. And they weren't even in the game last game out until obviously Kubo came off the bench late on. So you've got to consider that fact as well, the reason why we struggled a little bit to break them down. Having said that, we actually did have a couple of chances too. So if they had been on, we probably would have scored those. Nevertheless, let's see this Wolves lineup. First up, it is us. McNamee starts in goal. Sukasev, Darfalu, Ramos and Marcelo at the back. Obviously midfield 2, Guendouzi and Peterson can't wait to get Alenia back. As soon as he's in return, he's coming straight back to the side. McNeil, Kubo, Dwight Gale. And leading the line, tipped to join PSG in the window. Fell through. Tim Weah. He's in there. But Dwight Gale is a player to watch for me. 2 goals in his last 2 games for us. 1 banger against Man City. The header against Watford. A lot of positives coming out of Dwight Gale recently. So that is why we've given him a start today for Wolves. Ruddy in goal. The back 5. Then a midfield 3 of Adama Traore, Gonzalez and Jota. In fact, it's the front 3. They've gone with the 2 midfield. Yeah, sorry about that. So, I'm intrigued to see how this game's going to go. Obviously, looking to bounce back from the defeat against Watford. We can't be allowing stuff like that to happen. We didn't play too badly. Just didn't defend well, did we? Oh, lovely ball through. Kubo towards Weah. That's got to be 1-0 it is. 3 minutes into the game. Grimsby 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. And it's crafted brilliantly from Takefusa Kubo. This is why the guy is so important to us. Question marks about offside about it though, but that is why PSG as well wanted to take Weah over. You can see the composure, the calmness to chip it over John Ruddy who comes out. It's a lovely finish from Weah, and it allows us to take the lead after only 3 minutes here. You can guess though there will be a reply back from Wolves. They didn't even touch the ball after we kicked off. It's come straight from our kickoff. And that is why we were able to find our way straight through. Kubo though making it with a lovely through ball. Adama Traore is so damn quick when coming forward as he knocks the ball past Marcelo. I actually thought he was going to run onto that. Ramos is megged. Darfalu goes over. McNamee, what is happening? I didn't even mean to play a pass there. What am I doing? I didn't even mean to play the pass. Peterson steps in and we luckily get away with it. What was that? We got megged, by the way. Ramos got done by Adama Traore. Dwight Gale looking over the top. McNeil never made the run, which is what I was going for. But yeah, did you like that little meg from Adama Traore? Because I certainly didn't. Darfalu went over and ended up passing the ball back towards McNamee. And we nearly got caught out as they get caught out now here, Wolves. Good work from Tim Weah. Stealing the ball back and driving into the penalty area. Still Tim Weah. Now dinks it over. Who was that who cut it out? Whoever it was, that was vital. Peterson, McNeil, Kubo. Lovely football from Grimsby again as Takefusa Kubo carries it forward. Lovely ball as well through towards Shane McNeil. McNeil in for number 2. Good save, John Roddy. I had no other option then than to try and fire it across him, which we did. But Roddy was equal to it. 11th goal of the season, or 12th goal, sorry, it would have been for McNeil should he have got that. You can see he did get his head up just moments before, looking at who was in the box, realised there wasn't really much on. Went for the shot. McNeil's delivery from the corner. Straight to Darfalu. It's come back out towards Shane McNeil, though. He's going to put another one in. There it goes again. It's towards Kubo, the smallest player on the pitch. So, not ideal, but chance has gone begging. As we are dominating here in this first half. Sukasev over again on the right-hand side. Was looking for Weah, but I couldn't quite get the cross in. So it falls to Kubo. Kubo to Guendouzi. Back to Kubo. Good football. Weah waiting for him to get in the box as McNeil's found it. McNeil's delivery. Weah's there again, and Weah should have finished it. Should have been Grimsby 2, Wolves 0, and it should have been a brace already for Tim Weah. He's not far away, but he should have finished it. Don't want to be jinxing anything, guys, but I have a really good feeling about today. So far, we have played unbelievably well on the ball. But that is not our problem this season. Our problem has been, of course, off it, trying to get the ball back and such. When I say this season, I only mean in recent, obviously, since we've turned it. As here come Wolves now. Chance on the edge of our area, not allowing them into the box too much, though. As soon as they get in there, I have to be... How is that a free kick, ref? In what universe is that a free kick? If they score from this, you best know I'll be tilted. That is never in a million years a free kick. Ball put in. I think it was Big Darfel who got over there to win that header. Or Sukasev, one of the two of them. But in what universe has the referee seen that that's a free kick? Because wherever it is, he needs to get his eyes tested. Still in a bit of danger here as they come forward again. Lovely ball. That's going to be a goal. I can't do anything against that. Quick 1-2. Caught by surprise. Got a player in the 4 still in the box. Then eventually gets up. Doesn't go near it. Ramos caught out. 1-1 in the game. I'm not going to try and say that it stemmed from the free kick given away. But we weren't able to clear our lines after we actually conceded the free kick. So, part of the blame, I know I'm just clutching at straws, has to go to the referee. Because what was that a free kick for? Weah. Now Gale, still onside. But the ball's too much from Tim Weah. Peterson. Kubo. Guendouzi. Kubo. Lovely football. And what a block that is. I'm not even sure who did it for Wolves. But that is vital. Could have easily been 2-1 that. McNeil's delivery from the corner. Whipped in. Darfelu on it. Cleared off the line now by Wolves. Said I didn't want to jinx it. Well, I might have done, because at the minute, we're doing everything but putting this ball in the back of the net. Weah having that chance to put us 2-0 in front. Then we have a chance which is blocked well by Kubo. Cleared then off the line from the corner kick. What more do we need to do before throwing it at them to really score this goal? Guendouzi, that was an interesting tackle by you, my friend. Didn't win the ball back, though, and that's going to cause us to have to defend still. Just before half-time, Wolves put the cross in, and Adametro's got it as well. I knew as soon as that ball came in, Ramos never looked good. At all. As soon as his cross came in, Ramos just seemed to not want to attack that ball. Luckily, it was McNamee to save it. But if they score from this corner, I'm blaming the cheese in the 45th minute. Better know I am. Peterson heads it clear. Still, more defending to do. We're not even into the last minute yet. Dwight Gale. Ref. Thank you. I was going to say, that should take us over to the 45th minute, though. And it does. So, half-time, Grimsby 1, Wolves 1. And I don't know really how we aren't 2-1 in front or even 2-0 in front. You know, we had that chance with Weah, which he smashed just over the crossbar. And then we get slightly unlucky with the referee giving the decision for the free kick. Like I said, I can't really blame the free kick for us conceding because it didn't come directly from it. But after we conceded it, we couldn't really clear our lines and got caught out in the end. Kubo going to pick up that loose ball immediately as the second half begins. Where's Weah's run coming in? Is it enough? Tim Weah straight through the middle. Great touch from the Wolves defender. Cox, Sukasev, come on boys. To the last sort of 20 minutes or so now as we still need to find a chance to go forward. Van Bergen now finding Janssen. Janssen to Cox. Ethan Cox in towards the penalty area of Wolves. Drags it back on his favoured left side. Cox's effort. Deflected onto the crossbar. Oh, that should have been it. That should have been it. There is the shot. There is the deflection. Off of the Wolves man. Onto the crossbar. Ruddy was beaten. Ruddy had no chance there. And as soon as it came, I thought, get in. Unfortunately, though, it's ended up going all the way through. Van Bergen now on the edge of the Wolves penalty area. Gets the chance. Still on the ball. Finds Sukasev. Here is Van Bergen. Last 2 minutes of the game here. Mitchell Van Bergen cuts inside on the right foot. Still Van Bergen. Finds Guendouzi. Guendouzi to McNeil. McNeil got Sukasev making a run down the right hand side. Chris Sukasev in towards the box. Tries to find the cross in. Janssen. Saved brilliantly. Van Bergen. Smash it in. Do something. Van Bergen. Cox. Get in. Yes. I apologise, headphone users. Grimsby 2, Wolves 1. Brilliant save from Ruddy. You can see right here, I'm doing everything I can to smash this ball in with Mitchell Van Bergen. And it just wouldn't happen. It really would not go in. And then Cox. I slate him how many times and he just pops up with a good saying, there you go, mate. Have some of that. Finish that off then. 2-1. Last minute of the game as well. My voice is hurting now from that. Grimsby 2. Wolves 1. Whew, that was hard, man. We had to work so hard for that game. But we got the 3 points regardless. Jeez. Alright then guys, so we're here ready for the third game against Crystal Palace. We're still 10 ahead of Liverpool, who are matching our results. Spurs have played an extra game though, so we have a game in hand over them. Last game, I think, was actually very, very, very close. And the fact it took us right until the last kick of the game to pretty much win it was very, very tough indeed. It was not a nice game, I'll put it that way. But luckily, Elena is back. He's not quite fully fit for this game, so he will not play. But it does mean the following game he should be back and available for. So keep your eyes out. We should see him in the next couple of weeks when he returns back from that injury. So it's great to have him back. Can't wait to get him back in the team. We've certainly missed him a little bit. He will add a little bit more of a creative spark than what Guendouzi brings. But then again, Guendouzi has not been bad either. I think Peterson has been lacking slightly recently in terms of getting a little bit too complacent. So maybe once we get Elena back, we should play maybe Elena alongside Guendouzi. And then move Peterson to like the bench for a couple of games just to kind of let him know that he's not invincible. We will make a change should we need to make a change to him. So yeah, he's got to understand that. At the same time though, I am feeling pretty good about things. Ultimate difficulty as always. Selhurst Park is where we're going. Palace is the team. I need to swap around the side just to make sure. 2 seconds. If I remember rightly as well, Crystal Palace actually have a good team. They don't actually have anybody else they can swap on though because everyone's injured or not quite there. So, their side they've actually got out right now is their full strength lineup, which is good for us, because I'll enjoy this game. Now then, don't be surprised if things don't go to plan here. Palace are a decent team. They've got a decent outfit, and I'm still trying to work out these slider settings. And that game, like I said, in the last one, was incredibly tough. To win it in the last kick of the game, I had to work my nuts off for that. To put it lightly. So, here's to hoping we do get the result, but yeah, I think Palace will probably be the most tough game we've faced today, even though we lost to Watford earlier, and that game moments ago were quite tough. I believe Palace are probably the strongest team we're going to face today. Here we go then, live from Selhurst Park. We are underway for this game, guys. And this is going to be tough. Andros Townsend is going to certainly have a good time of things down this side, I think. Unless Marcelo can get his number. Which Marcelo largely has a lot of experience. We know what he's capable of. We know he can actually do very well against defenders. Immediately trying to set through Mitchell Van Bergen, who's back in the side today. Dwight Gale returns to the bench. Not for any other reason other than I feel that Mitchell Van Bergen is going to do a probably better job here today. He needs that pace, which slightly faster than Gale. Doesn't have the same type of finishing, though. Gale is much more adept at finishing. So we might miss that when it comes down to it. Elena's not even on the bench either, so I can't bring him on. Guendouzi, when you go for a tackle, you have to win the ball, mate. You can't not win it. Too many times he goes for a tackle and completely misses the ball and the man. Oh, well, Marcelo just been put on his backside by Townsend. The matchup that I said we need to watch out for. And Marcelo just been put on his backside by him. So that's not great, is it? 21 minutes in, Palace corner. Whipped in with real intent. It's punched out by McNamee, but I can't get a guy highlighted to go to the edge of the area and stop this potential shot from coming in. Guendouzi, nothing stupid. Don't give away a penalty. That is the big problem here. Do not give away a penalty. Ramos and Guendouzi between the two. Or Darfalo and Guendouzi, sorry, between the two of them. Sort it out. And we've conceded. Schroloff's header. Guendouzi doesn't even jump for it. Why does he not jump? Where's the challenge, Matteo? I'll tell you what. Forget us thinking about bringing out Peterson. We're going to be bringing out Guendouzi once Alena's back fully fit, because the guy is just a liability at times. Have a look at this, right? He goes over, he realises, hang on a minute, the cross is going to get whipped in. Let me go over real quick. Should I jump? No, I'll just head the air. I'll just throw my head at the air and just hope maybe it bounces off me. Yeah, you're an absolute mug. And we're 1-0 down. Van Bergen, Guendouzi, good stuff. Now Mitchell Van Bergen needs to use this ball effectively. Carries it forward brilliantly for us. Van Bergen still finds McNeil. McNeil edge of the area. Shane McNeil makes it 1-1. Brilliant counter-attacking move, and it's his 12th goal of the campaign for Shane McNeil. Come on. Needed that. 40 minutes in, we're back on level terms. And it was really, really nicely worked. We nearly got cut actually in our box because they pressed and pressed and pressed, and I had to smash it out with Darfalo. And as soon as I smashed it, I honestly didn't know where the ball was going. I just thought, I've got to get it out. And luckily, Mitchell Van Bergen managed to win the header down to Guendouzi, who eventually set up the counter-attack. So, yeah. Very happy with that one. Back on level terms. We deserve to be back on level terms with a finish like that as well. Palace 1. Grimsby 1. Game on. Big Chris Sukasev through towards McNeil. Now Kubo. Take Fusa. McNeil's made the run still. We found Shane McNeil. Can we get the cut back though? McNeil. Cross the face of goal. Why did it not work? Brought the ball down though. Kubo again. Peterson now. Got Shane McNeil on the right still. If you want to use him, we have done. Shane in towards the box of Palace. And still, that was a dangerous tackle, you know. If he didn't get that ball, that could have easily gone through and it would have been a foul. But man, Van Bergen, Kubo, lovely ball from Richard Van Bergen, and Kubo finishes it. What a move from Grimsby. 2-1, get in. What a move. The pass from Van Bergen, the finish from Kubo. You know when this little man gets in the box, though, he ain't missing. You just know it. You just know full well when the little man is in the box, no chance for him to miss. Lovely finish indeed. Get in there. Ball not yet left the field of play, which means the substitutes that we have actually asked for are yet to even go through. Guendouzi towards now the ball out wide. Finds the feet of Marcelo, who lays it towards Mitchell Van Bergen. Still got the ball here. 2 minutes of time to go. And the subs might not even get on, you know. At this rate, I don't think the subs will even get on. Ball from Peterson to Guendouzi, given away. It's not the pass I wanted, but I don't know why Guendouzi's in a box anyway. We're on a defensive tactic, and he's running into the box like a madman. Which is the reason why I didn't put the cross in from Marcelo in the first place. Didn't want to lose the ball. It looks like, though, we are going to hold on to the 2-1 win here at Palace. Big result, that. And it's courtesy of a brilliantly worked goal before the end of time. Unfortunately, the subs I made never actually got the opportunity to come on because they all were, unfortunately, not allowed. The ball never left the field of play. But in terms of result, that is a big one. Palace 1, Grimsby 2, and we win again. Liverpool, though, do score against Huddersfield to win their game as well by 2-1. So they match our result as well. So still 10 points the gap. And that, boys and girls, is going to be the end of today's Road to Glory career mode episode. I am, of course, on a course at the moment to do with my coaching. So, yeah, I've got to go there straight after recording this. No time whatsoever. And so I'm hoping that you guys get this video out on the Thursday. And then hopefully tomorrow you'll get a My Player career mode episode. That is the aim anyways. But this is how the league table currently looks then. The top scorers, Son up there, McNeil up there, Kubo and Weah. So 3 of our players in double figures for the season in Premier League goals, which is fantastic indeed. In terms of, though, our standings, 10 points clear, 13 games to go. Matching Liverpool's results. West Ham United up next for us. They face off against Wolves. We have got a couple of tough games coming up, though, after this. So Huddersfield is going to be after that. But then Tottenham in March, straight that one. Following Tottenham, we go on to play Chelsea. Following Chelsea, we go on to play up against West Brom. So a couple of really tough games coming up against Tottenham and Chelsea, respectively. And, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. If you did, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, thank you all so much for all of your support on the channel. I really appreciate that. And until next time, guys, I will see you all again very, very soon. Enjoy whatever you get up to. And in case I don't see you again between now and Friday, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Adios, guys.